Alright. Here we are again at chesstempo.com, solving some chess tactics problems. Already started with this one. Yeah, let's do a recap. This is just a 1400 sub 1400 problem from my customized personal set. And yeah, very nice sacrifice of the rook. And now we just pick up the unguarded rook. Yeah, okie doke. That's nice. But what we're really here for is points on the board, on the leaderboard. Improvement, skills, etc. I don't know. I just want to have fun doing some chess problems. And join me now in this historical hour. Yeah, what are we looking at here? I forgot what the first move was. So h7, h6. Alright. Always check the first move. I mean the opponent's move. There could be some tells in it that could help you. And yeah, what I think we have here is this queen is not protected, and this rook is, yeah, way off to the side, and this white king is kind of well, he's safe for the moment, but there could be some sacrifices with bishop takes h3 maybe, and bishop takes h3 and queen takes h3, and maybe this rook could do some damage along with the queen. That's a possible outcome, but we'll just leave it for now. So we want to look at the most forcing moves first, and the most forcing moves in this position, what are those? Well, knight f6 comes to mind. If knight f6 check and the knight takes f6, maybe then no, the queen guards d8 square. So yeah, how about queen takes d7? I don't think that's good. Queen takes d7, bishop takes d7. Those are the captures I can see. And then let's move on to threats. What is a threat here? Well, g3 threatens the queen, but she just moves to e7 or d8, and oh no, okay, g3, then queen takes h3, and that's kind of terrible, so we want to avoid that. Yeah. And what are the other threats? I'm trying to call up on my chess knowledge right now. I'm not getting a response. I'm not getting the response I want. So this is kind of tricky. Do we trap the queen? How do we trap the queen? I don't think that's possible. If we could remove this bishop and then attack the rook and take the rook, that would be fun. But right now I'm thinking about too many possibilities at the same time. I don't think I'm not being productive regarding this current problem. So let's just have a sip of coffee. Always a winner. Yeah. This one is kind of tricky. What's my rating, you may ask? 1727. Standard mode. In Blitz mode, I'm 1581. I haven't played in much standard or solved on many standard problems lately, so my rating fluctuates pretty wildly, up and down. Lately, it's been just going up, but I think that's variance or variance. I don't know how to pronounce that. Variance, variance, as they say in Sweden. So yeah, what the threats? I'm trying to think of what kind of threats we have. We already looked at g3. Then just queen takes h3. Doesn't seem very well good. And then what about knight c3? Knight c3 surely threatens the rook, but the rook just moves, and yeah, there's nothing there. What about this queen? Can she get to the back rank and maybe checkmate the black king? She's not gonna do that alone, so we need some help from these guys. But they're kind of far away. And we already looked at knight f6 check, which stranded pretty badly, I'm afraid. Knight f6 and knight takes f6. No. Hey, wait, no. Knight f6, knight takes f6. Well, that would have to be it. Knight f6, knight takes f6. Check. And then you go e takes f6. And then you block. Okay, so the f6 pawn then will block the queen, and then get to g7 with the queen. How do we do that? Knight f6 check, knight takes f6, and then e takes f6, and then the queen is cut off. Yeah, she is cut off. But queen d8. And how do we get to... How do we make this trick from d8 to maybe f8 and then up to g7? I think that's it. I'm gonna go for that. No. f5? Oh yeah, the bishop is trapped. Ah, okay, and now you just pick up a free piece. Okay. I didn't even consider f5. Okay. Had I gone one more move, then maybe. Okay. We have some back rank problems. And rook takes d7 comes to mind. There are no checks, so we're going to look at captures first. Rook takes d7, and maybe rook c1 check, rook f1, rook takes f1 check, queen takes f1, queen takes d7, and material is equal. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah. Rook takes d7, no good. And the queen takes e6. Queen takes e6, then rook c1 check. Rook f1 is forced. Then rook takes f1 is mate. So that's unfortunate. Is there a way to maybe... Maybe I could... So no. The captures are no good. Then what do we do? What do we do here? That's kind of tricky. What about the threats? Are there any decent threats here? I could go queen f8 and then hope for rook takes f8. Rook takes f8 check. Queen e8. Rook takes e8 check. Rook d8. And then rook takes d8 mate. If queen f8, then rook on c8 is pinned, so we don't have to calculate rook c1. That's one less thing to worry about. Because with the queen on f8, rook is pinned. That is good to know. So queen f8. What does yeah, queen f8 and no, yeah, queen f8, and if something like just something like king b8, then what do you do? Queen f8, king b8, and And that is that the move? Queen f8. Queen f8. And then rook d8. Then queen f8 doesn't achieve anything. Not that I can see. Wow. This is a tough problem. To me, at least. Yeah. I don't really know about queen f8. How to make it work. Do I go queen f8, rook d8 or something? Or how about rook h8? Rook h8. Oh, okay, rook h8. And then if rook takes h8, then just queen takes e6. Rook h8. Queen takes f5. Rook takes c8 mate. So you can't really save both the black queen and the rook on c8. One of them has to go. I think that's it. No. Rook h8 was a good move, but not the computer's first choice. Please keep looking for another move. Alrighty then. Have I considered all the moves? Queen f8. Okay. I'm guessing it's queen f8 then? No. Then what is it? Rook c2? And if... no. Huh. Okay, rook d8. And then you win a queen for a rook. Which is good. So yeah, moving on. Aha. This is some kind of mate. But how do we get to the mate? The white king is stuck really badly in the middle on d4, d4, and we want to block the escape routes, like where should he go? Where will... okay, so if maybe knight f2, knight f2 threatens rook d3 mate. So I'm guessing then if rook f2, we will get one of these rooks to move to d1. I don't really know which one will move, but I'm thinking knight f2 looks pretty good. Because the king is stuck. He has no legal moves. So he would have to just stay there. Knight f2. Any rook. d1. Rook takes d1. No, sorry, knight takes d1. Rook takes d1, and we have a piece up. No, that's wrong. Aha. If rook f2, then what? I'm gonna have to look at this later. So that's where the knight goes, yeah? And now what? Oh, that's mate, yeah. But how is... Where does the... I was thinking about this, and then this. Wait, I was really way far out. Far out. Next problem. I think I'm losing 100 points. Or closer to 100 points in this session. It's going up and down. Yeah. What do we have here? I see the obvious queen takes f5. Doesn't that just win a piece? Like what if or no. Rook, no, sorry. Queen takes f5. And then we have a pretty big threat on f2. So I'm guessing maybe rook d2. And then we play... What do we play then? Queen h5. Queen takes f5, and if queen takes c4, then queen takes f2. No, it's not mate. That's not mate. It's almost mate. Because of knight takes f2. What about the immediate knight takes f2? Knight takes f2. Knight takes f2. Queen takes f5. Check. King g1. Is that it? But there is some possibility to sack the rook. Yeah. Could that be something? Rook h8, h1 check. And then just bishop takes h1. And that's not very good. Just give up the rook and don't get a lot in return. So queen takes f5. Queen takes c4. Yeah, that's just a knight for a knight. Nothing spectacular, I don't think. Let's have a sip of coffee and some water. Very important to get enough water. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy. and all that boring stuff. But we want to be a punk rock, and we want to break the rules. Break the rules, yeah. So what? So what? So what? Is there something weird with knight? Oh, it looks kind of tempting to just play knight c takes e3. And then I don't have no. That's not enough. Knight c takes e3, and yeah, g takes f3, and then you go queen takes f5, because now this no, that's not it. What are the did I consider rook h1 check? Rook h1 check, king takes h1. That's not that's nothing. How about queen takes g3? Queen takes g3, g takes f takes g3. No, that's not good. So it's kind of it's kind of strange to have that knight on c4. I don't know what to do with that. And how do I save that piece? So knight c takes e3, or knight g takes f3. Then just knight takes e3 on both. So, I'm at a loss here. I don't really know how to proceed. It's kind of interesting. So, what about the threats? I couldn't get anywhere with the captures. So then I move on to threats. But how do we threaten things here? I mean, this knight looks like it can't really threaten anything. I mean, you get knight takes a5, threatening the queen, but then just b takes a5. B takes a5. Yeah, oh, this one. I forgot about this one. Bishop takes e3. Bishop takes e3. Then what do you do? Bishop takes e3. And then we have a lot of pressure with the knights. But which knight to move first? Bishop takes e3 maybe. Then just f takes e3. And then we play queen takes f5. And rook f1, stopping the main threat. And then we go queen h5. Is that it? Bishop takes e3. F takes e3. And the queen takes f5. Okay, so what do you have here? The queen is on f5. This pawn is on e3. Huh. And then we have a party here with the rooks. I mean, that's what my mind came up with right now. I don't know if it's any good, but I can't wait to try it. That was wrong. So first things first. Bishop, queen takes f5. Yeah. Now what? Wait, why didn't... Yeah, okay. Because of this is... Yeah, alright. Actually, that's a nice move. That's a nice move. And now you just... Oh, that's a cool move. You wouldn't just take the rook because of... Oh, because of this? Yeah. Aha. Wow, that's a deep... that's a pretty deep problem. I mean, look at this. This is 1800 standard rating. And the average time is 8 minutes. I spent 9 minutes and 49 seconds. I was just way off on this problem. Way off. Huh. Yeah, that's cool. This is the move. Queen h5. Now you save the rook and you attack the rook twice. And you threaten nasty things on... Yeah, I guess you could almost just go... If there was a random move, you could just sack your queen. No, you couldn't. You would just play h2 mate. Yeah. Queen h5, very good move. Okay, last problem. Here we go. What's the deal here? Queen c4, and the threat is if the queen ever moves away from the f file, then I guess queen takes f7 is annoying. But I think I'm gonna just go queen h5. Or is that bad? Queen h5, king g3, and queen h3, king queen h3, king g5, and then queen h5 check. Now is that any good? We obviously don't want to play queen g4 check, because then queen takes g4, bishop takes g4, king takes g4, and white is winning. So What do we have then? I mean, you have to play something that restricts the king's movement. And that move is queen h3. Only move is king g5. And then you go f6. Queen h3. Queen h3. King g5. f6 check. And then king takes f6. And then queen f5 check. King e7. King e7. Wow, is it really that epic? So yeah. Wow. Queen h3. King g5. And not queen f5, because then just king h4. So probably then what about g5 check? G5 check. Bishop takes g5. Then queen h3 is mate, actually. So g5 check. King takes g5. King takes g5. And where is g5 check. King takes g5. And then do we go queen g3 then? Queen g3 and whoa. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. And queen h3 with that insanely long king march from the king goes from h4 to g5 to f6 to e7. Then I guess he'll go to d8 and no. Does he escape? I don't think he can escape. Okay, then it's g5. G5, and now can I go f6? f6 check. King h4. Queen h3 mate. Am I missing something? f6 check. Only move is king h4. f6 check. King h4. And then queen h3 is mate. I really want to get this right. So f6. What else is there? Are there any moves? other moves? No, no, no way. No way. I think that's it. And now it's queen h3, mate. Yeah. Okay. So we saved some points by the end there. That was a lot of fun. That was a tough session. I'm not gonna lie. I really was clueless on a lot of those problems. So yeah, I hope you join me next time. That's it for now. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.